What's up everybody, Monkey here. Welcome back to another Pokemon trading card game online video. Today we have a very interesting and explosive deck, and that is Turbo Turtle. So I've been working on this deck for a couple days now, and I like the core I have here on screen. The numbers, I keep switching around on things. We'll go into it in a little bit, but this is definitely the main core I want to use. So if there's anything that you think I should change around, if I should just give it a try, please comment down below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask as well. Now this deck is based around Turtonator and Naganadel, and it's really explosive and it's just really fun, to be honest. I was playing against ADP while I was testing this deck, and I hit ADP for 300 damage. This little turtle with 110 HP is taking out a big ADP, which feels very fantastic. Now I think this deck can be better than Baby Blounds. It operates in the same way basically, but this deck I feel like is more versatile and it has more attackers basically. So I think that is its strength, and I think it can maybe put the edge on Baby Blounds. I'm not sure. Let me know down below about what you guys think. But maybe this weekend this deck will take off, do something. I think it can and hopefully will, because this deck is pretty interesting and it's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and let's get into the deck, break it all down, and then we'll get into a game or two. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So up first we have a Ditto here, Ditto Prism Star, which is fantastic because it helps us with our Vulpix Ninetales line or our Purple Naganadel line. Up next we have our main attacker, Turtonator. So 110 HP. Explosive Jet, discard any amount of fire energy from your Pokemon, so active on the bench as long as it's in play. Each fire energy you discard, it's 50 damage. So you can kind of see how I could get 300 damage on an ADP pretty easily. Turtonator's here is really good because 3 energy attack, that's just a welder and an attachment, and you're online and you're good to go and ready to do a lot of damage. So 4 of those. Up next we have a Victini here. The Victini is really awesome because it's a very good attacker late game, or if we just don't have a Turtonator, because it's a 2 energy attack, so 1 welder, we're good to go hopefully. And it's really good late game because if you have a lot of fire energy in the discard and you play your Naganadels right and you don't charge up, Victini can do a lot of damage. So very interesting card and awesome in this deck. Then we have a 1/1 of the Vulpix Ninetales line. Use this Vulpix because of Tail Whip. Hopefully you don't have to Tail Whip because you're in a losing situation, but it's always good to have the better Vulpix in this case. So run that Vulpix and the Ninetales here. You discard 2 fire energies and you gust up anything on your opponent's bench. So this is really good against Malamar. I have played against a couple of Malamars and I've beat Malamar just because of Ninetales. So hopefully as a 1-up it's not prized. But maybe in Malamar you can just kind of explode before they can set up. If they brick, then get your Ninetales out of the prize, and then you're just good to go to knock out the Malamars, because that's just how you easily beat that deck. Then we have 4 Jirachi. We need to play 4. We need to start with it. We just need it in the active to get our welders. Then we have 3 Purple and 3 Naganadels. So this may seem a little strange, but 3/3 has been pretty good for me so far. The list is kind of tight because just the way the deck operates, you need a lot of pieces. Like you need a lot of fire crystals, fiery flint, just good. Treasure and communication you just need. So a 3/3 has been pretty solid for me. Then we have 2 fiery flint. This card is really nuts because you can just discard 2 fire energies, go get 4 out of the deck, thin the deck, charge the 2 fire energies with your Naganadels, and just really thin the deck out and hit your welders. Fantastic card in this deck. 3 fire crystals. So this may seem a little strange because we're playing Naganadel, but there's a lot of times where you're facing against ADP, big tag teams, and you have to discard a lot of fire energy to hit the 300, whatever, and that's a lot of energy. So you're going to have 2 Naganadels, maybe 3 best case scenario on your bench. So that's only 3 energy you can charge up. So this fire crystal can get the other 3 into your hand for your welders and just kind of streamline your welders and your turtles. So fire crystal is definitely needed in this deck, maybe as a 4-up, I'm not really sure just yet. Then we have 4 Mysterious Treasure. This card is nuts in this deck because it gets our 2 main pieces of the deck, Naganadel and Turtonator. So don't keep that in mind. Don't forget you can grab your turtle with this card because we play 2 Ultra Space. So if we can stick this on board, especially for more than 1 turn, this card is nuts because our Mysterious Treasures are all for our turtles at that point, which is insane. Then we play 1 Pal Pad because This card is really insane because we're just playing welders. We need a welder every single turn, hopefully, at least every other 2 turns. And Pal Pad just helps us after we welder twice, put them back in the deck, and just keep going. Especially with all the fire crystals we play, and just, it's really insane in this deck. Then we play 3 communication. This card is pretty good because if you draw Vulpix, Ninetales, Ditto early in the game and you think you may need them, you can just communication them away, grab the Poiple, a Turtle, a Jirachi, and then just have the pieces for later when you thin the deck out. Then we have 1 reset stamp because reset stamp just, it can come in clutch, you never know. 4 switch here is fantastic because we play a lot of evolutions, even though they only have 1 retreat cost. It's just really good in this deck because we play Jirachi as well, so switching here, just having 4 of, is fantastic and kind of just accelerates the deck. Then we have 1 Giant Hearth because we don't really need it, it's just nice to have. Bounce their stadiums, plus a lot of people play Chaotic Swell, so it's just, I don't know, I don't really have a heavy line of stadiums in this deck. I don't think you need it. Then you have 1 Heat Factory because again, just nice. You discard a Fire Energy, draw 3 cards. Then we have 2 Ultra Space because we need to get the Naganadels on the bench online to start doing our thing. 4 Welder because it's Welder. 1 Escape Board because we can do some cheeky play, especially if we're playing Jirachi and stuff like that. We can Escape Board 1 Jirachi, use its effect, maybe not hit a Welder, switch to the other Jirachi, do it again, and then hopefully get a another welder, and then we can have the switch later for the Turtonator. And then we have 15 energy here. I think 15 energy is pretty clutch. I think this is a good number just to start with. Put the 15 energy in, the 4 turtles, the Naganadel line, and then just go from there. Of course, Jirachi as well. But let's see what this deck can do. Let's get into a game or 2. Alright, so let's see what we're up against. Fire and a Psychic. So it is going to actually be Baby Blounds. What? If it has to be Baby Blounds. If it's not, I'm going to be sad. But this is an awesome matchup. I hope this is a good game. So I can see how it goes and see how you guys can see how it goes. And we're not going first. Oh boy. Oh. So is it whoever gets the first knockout, and if you could just streamline your attackers? I think we have the edge though, because if we can knock out all 4 Baby Blounds, we're good. Right? So we kind of just have to keep up with him, I think. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but we'll see. Let's just see how it goes. So we have Jirachi. This is a weird hand. I wish we had, if we had a Turtonator, this would be insane. Especially against, if it's Baby Blounds, if we get a Turtonator, like if we draw one for turn, woo, be so good. Alright. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you're playing this weekend, let me know how you do, even if it's like locals, or if you play this deck, let me know. Just don't be afraid to comment down below. I'm big about the comment section, and I tend to reply to everything. Oh no, it's Miss Magius. Oh, it's the deck we showcased the other day. If you guys didn't see that, I'll provide a link down below. But what? That's interesting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and Fiery Flint, 2 fires, because we'll get them back. We can kind of do a little sneak peek. So 1 Poiple's Prize, 1 Naganadel. Oh boy. What's the welders at though? We have all welders. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Alright, so we're going to Jirachi here. Mysterious Treasure or a Pokecom would be our best friend. There's a Pokecom. We'll take it. So if he doesn't do much, next turn's actually going to be pretty awesome. This feels super weird though. I haven't really had a start quite like this. Usually I have a lot of things on the bench, but it is what it is. I mean, we still have the welder draw, so we can still get some good things. I mean, that's decent. I'll take it. Kind of have to. And we will... No, we didn't attach. Dang it. We didn't attach. Two Too quick on the button press. Because we could have gotten to 4,250. I guess it doesn't really matter math-wise if we would attach there or not, but just a little too quick. He's going to welder only for 1, which is a good sign for us. Oh, he's playing Volcarona. Cool. I really love this card, so maybe I could deck profile this. Let me know down below. If you guys want me to show a certain deck, always comment down below. I'm not saying I will 100% do it, but I will definitely take it in consideration. Okay, so we're obviously... If we Fiery Flint here, that's a lot of energy in the discard. Didn't see how many fire crystals we have either. But I really want to go explosive here. And the Ganondale would really help. We'll go ahead and just get rid of the chaotic. I think we just Jirachi. Mysterious Treasure, we're definitely going to use that. So we're going to Mysterious Treasure away the Fiery Flint. Grab the Naganadel. We're only going to welder for 1. But we're still going to draw, and that's all that matters. We always have the Pal Pad too if we just have some whack welders. I feel like I missed sequence on this turn. I mean, it all started with last turn, right? Not attaching the energy. Like a giant turd. So we're doing 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Yeah, we would attach last turn. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Do we need the Vulpix? I don't know. Kind of just want another Naganadel on the bench. We don't have a Poipo? What? Well, that's kinda interesting. I guess if he knocks us out, Victini's actually pretty solid. Or we could get a Jirachi? No, because we're retreating this turn. That's kind of whack. I mean, I guess we could get the Ditto. Yeah, let's just get the Ditto here because it can be a Ninetales or it can be a Naganadel. We'll switch. We'll go ahead and put this bad boy on the bench. We don't need a reset. We're just going to definitely discard everything. Right? This is bad though. This is really bad because we're kind of stuck. Might be seeming a little weird, but we'll just discard 3. Because if we draw an energy for turn, and he doesn't knock us out, then we'll discard all 3 to knock him out for 150. Oh, man. Yeah, do we bother with the Volcaronas here? I don't know. This is definitely a deck I want to mess around with, though. Please whiff the Pokegear. Oh, please don't have an energy. He probably does. No, because he only welded for 1 last turn. Does he have the energy? He's stuck! And he concedes. I feel like that was a really weird matchup. I want to just upload that anyway, but we're definitely going to play another game. We're definitely going to play another game. We had the game, though. Alright, so we're against another dude here. So we're playing against, Electric, Metal, and Psychic. So I do want to upload the last game because it was short, but it just shows how explosive the deck is and how it just can really crumble your opponent. And I want to show you guys that you don't need to always use all the energy to hit really hard. I think that was a really good play by me, even though I did misplay turn 1. But let's see what this deck is. We're going first, so we can kind of just hold and see what we get. Player 213. What a name. He's probably saying the same thing about mine. So we definitely know he's got more Pokemon in his hand. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, alright. So we're obviously just going to bench all of this. We have no way to get energy right now, which is a little scary. So we're going to go ahead and use the skateboard here to go into the other Jirachi. Hit a stadium. Flint. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. We have to. We have to get going, especially against... If this is Pikarom, we gotta kind of play fast. Because the deck can be explosive. Even though the deck isn't good right now because of Lopunny, we're facing it here, so... We get rid of this. Do a lot of clicking. So Naganadel's prized. One Welder's prized. So this should be okay. This is a decent little hand. We're not gonna forget to attach. I know what you guys are thinking. I'm dumb every once in a while. I'm not dumb again and again and again. Hopefully not. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pass. And let's see what our opponent can do. So again, we're kind of in Jirachi mode. And I'm kind of hoping he doesn't explode too much. Because we're in an okay position, but we still got a lot more to do. Okay, so his helmet's not going to do anything. Lysander Labs isn't going to really affect us, just our one skateboard. Am I going to regret getting rid of that switch? We shall see. We have no energy. Crushing Hammer? Why, dude, what are you playing? What? What is... I mean, okay, we'll just get it back, but alright. Oh my gosh, if we can hit a switch effect. Oh! Okay, so... Ooh. We obviously switch. We discard 2 here, do 100, I think. If he knocks this out, maybe we bench this. We'll just go ahead and bench that now. We're going to get Explosive Jet just for... if we draw a Welder, though. So we're going to do 100. So it puts him down to 160. So we would need 4. So it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Maybe I should have done 2, but we'll just do the 150. Basically put him like halfway, because we need another 3 attack to knock it out, because it is 260. It's kind of a little bit weird, but... Alright, so he is getting off the attack. So maybe I forgot he had the Thunder Mountain. I should have just went all in there. But now the good thing is we can Jirachi twice. So I did forget he had the Thunder Mountain. So it's bad on my part, but we're still in a good spot. Then we're going to go ahead and Jirachi. Definitely don't need the reset stamp. But I think here we're just out exploding him. We're just doing what our deck does. I mean, do we need the treasure? We honestly just need to keep Jirachiing for a Welder. I guess we could have Mysterious Treasure with the Ninetales, had 2 Naganadels for the Fiery Flint. Because here we can't even Fiery Flint. Because I don't really want to get rid of... I mean, I think we're in a position where we can just... Okay, we have a decent lead. So we can just pass here, and our next turn can actually be pretty insane. So let's see what he can do. But this is Crushing Hammer. Like, this is... I mean, I haven't seen a Pika ROM, but I assume this is Pika ROM. But, like, why the Crushing Hammer? Like, it seems like a standard build, and then it's like, boom. I don't know. Is it for, like... I don't even know. Because I'm going to say it's, like, for ADP. But, like, does it really help you that much? I don't know, I'm so stuck on the Crushing Hammer, I need to focus up. Because now he's got a Pika ROM. And he has 2 prizes. Gone. So this still feels like a bad Fiery Flint though. But we need a Fiery Flint this turn. I think we can afford losing the Ninetales. But a Turtonator? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Do we just Jirachi here? But if we get the Welder, I don't know. We just have to Jirachi. Okay, so that helps a lot. I mean, we don't have a Welder. And we basically have to wait another turn now. But it makes this easier. Oh man, if we would have hit him at 200, we could have Naganadel knocked out this turn. But we're hitting pretty big. We are definitely hitting pretty big. We definitely don't need to skateboard, and we will pass. So if he doesn't really get like another attacker, we're pretty set. I think we could definitely beat this. 240. That's a nice number we could hit because we go by 50s. So we'll just be 10 over on an attack. But like not realizing he had the Thunder Mountain with our first Turtonator, we could have just had a Naganadel knocked out. But maybe we don't even want our Naganadels up there yet, honestly. But that's pretty clutch. That honestly is pretty clutch. And he still has the Thunder Mountain. Tag Bolt's going to feel really bad. But he's going to obviously put on there. We have to put the Turtonator up. Do as much damage as we can. Oh my gosh. So we can definitely Mysterious Treasure away an energy. I guess we get the Turt. We need the Welders. Maybe we need to play a one of Caitlyn Cynthia. Because like we're in a good position. We just need one Welder. And we could really take this game. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. We have the knockout on bench. But then he's got the knockout on us, which sucks. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 240. Or, we're doing this wrong. 150, 200, 250. So now we'll have 3 prizes. So our Naganadel here on the bench is actually going to do a decent amount of damage. And we have an insane prize cards that we just got. So we're in a good position. So we're doing 160. Puts them at 190. So we're pretty solid. I mean, we're going to try to have our next attacker be a Turtonator, obviously. But I think he's struggling here. If only we could gust up that Pika ROM. I mean, I don't think we're knocking it out. Actually, we probably could. If we could gust it up, we honestly could. Okay, so the only bad thing here is I need another energy. But we have to send up the Turtonator. Because Naganadel doesn't knock him out. Okay, we got 5 crystal. Clutch. How many energy we have? 5. We're good. But the only bad thing is, with how we're playing right now, the way things are set up, we still need another welder. And I think that's our last welder. We're going to go ahead and Mysterious Treasure away 1 fire. Just thin the deck. We have the Pal Pad. Alright, we definitely need a Cynthia Caitlyn in here. I would definitely put one of that in this deck, guys. For sure. Him healing too really helped him out. Ooh, Jirachi though. Jirachi could be insane. We have to put it on the bench just in case he resets. Wait, what? He conceded? My dude. Alright, well, I guess he just had a really bad hand. He just, with the Victini, scooped it up. I don't know. I got really confused because I didn't see the animation there. But alright, well, that's this deck. If you guys want to see more, because we had some weird concedes and didn't really have a full match, but we had the game both times. Let me know down below if you want to see more of this deck, especially with the Caitlyn Cynthia. I think this would be pretty solid. That way, if one welder's prize, at least if the Caitlyn Cynthia is in the deck, you kind of have 4 welders, if that makes sense. But this deck, pretty solid, pretty fun to play. I like welder decks because they're just so explosive, and just being so explosive and just for me is pretty fun. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please fling a big old fat banana at that like button. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peace!